everyone. How are you guys doing out here? Welcome to Meeting in the Ladies Room Conversations. We are super excited to be here with you guys tonight.
Yes.
So, thank you guys for following us over here to Manifest TV. I know this has been a little bit different than what we're typically doing, but we thank you for your support and for joining us.
Yes.
We still the same ladies doing the same thing, just on a different platform.
And we still want you to comment.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So, you guys, if you don't know, I am D. Renee, the Transformation Specialist, and I support women with overcoming obstacles to help them elevate in life and business. I am a transformational life coach as well as a licensed therapist, and I support women with being able to rediscover who they are, increase their self-esteem so that they can walk freely into their purpose and create the life they desire to have.
All right. And I am Stephanie Rochelle, your relationship rehab specialist, and I support women in moving forward in renewed clarity, mindset, confidence, and fearless determination so that we can go get that fairy tale.
Awesome, you guys. So look, so if you don't know, would you like to share with them about how Meeting in a Ladies Room go?
Yes, sure. So for the new people, we have a fishbowl that we pull from topics, random topics. Some of them submitted from us, some of them submitted from you guys, or others who post to our email. And we don't even know what it's going to be. We literally just pull today from the fishbowl. So it's not scripted, it's not rehearsed. We just go off the cuff.
That's it. That's how we do it.
We shake it up and go for it.
All right. Let's see what our topic is going to be.
We can't do what we got.
All right. So let's see. All right, you guys. So,
paragraph.
Yes, very much so. So our topic today is how do you determine if the person you're dating is now someone you would spend the rest of your life with?
So read it again.
Okay, we'll read it one more time for you guys. How do you determine if the person you're dating is now someone you would spend the rest of your life with? Go ahead, relationship rehab specialist.
How do you determine if the person you're with? Okay. Well, for me, definitely, you guys know my story. I met my husband online. We spoke for just 2 months over the phone, and then we after that we went out and he courted me like I believe men is supposed to court. But basically, as far as like when we were getting serious and if we were moving towards marriage, the men should add value to us. My husband was definitely one that helped me. He helped me with my daughter. He added value. He helped me. Anything that made my life easier, he was there to pitch in and help me. That was like a big asset to me. For me, it was hard for me to kind of relax and set back because I was used to doing everything for me and my daughter. So in order to let somebody else come in and try to, and get that spot, it was a little difficult at first. But as I realized, he was there to help me. So, I truly believe they should add value. Of course, you got to love them. You got to get along. You got to have the same morals and values. But in addition to that, they should add value. They should not be taking from you. They should add value.
Right. So before I answer with mine, so we want to say hi. Hi, B. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Antoine. Thank you for joining us. Who you got over there, Stephanie?
Hey, babe. And we also got Rachel. Who else we got? I saw somebody up here. Irish. Hey, okay. Irish. Welcome,
so you guys,
welcome.
Thank you guys for joining us. Okay, so how do you determine if the person you're dating is now someone you would spend the rest of your life with? So, for me, I think it goes back to the person's character, the person's personality, their morals, their values. I think all of those things are contributing factors to determine if a person is a good fit for you and if they can necessarily turn out to be someone that you could see yourself with long term, right? Because you don't ever really know what can happen in the future.
Right.
So you can't say, oh, well, this person 10 years from now is going to be this way, or this
So
person
you're
20
basing it
years
on
from now.
right now, what they're showing you right now.
What
That's
you're showing
right.
me right now. Like,
Yeah.
how consistent are you? Are you a person that's dependable? Are you a person that I can, that I can talk to, that's going to be there for me, that's going to be supportive, that's
Right.
going to be, all of these things that I need you to be for me
Yeah.
now. Because at the end of the day, the person's core essence of who they are does not change.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People's behaviors can change,
Right.
but the essence of their morals, their values, their personality, all of those things, they really don't change that much. If this person is I'm not saying that, all men cheat and all this other kind of stuff. I'm not saying that. But if a person doesn't have good morals and values about themselves now,
Right.
9 times out of 10, y'all,
If it's showing up before, is what you're
that's
saying.
all I'm saying. It's
Right.
going to be there.
Yeah.
I'm going to have some issues trusting. If
And
I
we
have
don't
issues,
even have to worry about this question then, right? Because we're not even moving forward if all that's going on.
Alex say your word is bond. That is right, Alex. Your
Yeah.
word is bond. Because at the end of the day, if I can't, you have to have integrity about yourself. And if I can't believe what you're saying, if I can't trust that what you're saying
Right.
is what it is, then
Absolutely.
we're gonna have a problem. Because I can't trust you. Now I can't depend on you. I don't know if you're gonna do what you say you're gonna do.
Right.
Like, we're gonna have some problems.
Right. And really and truly, we're talking, a lot of times, a lot of people think, like, once you've been together, like, once you're older, and say, for instance, you're just now getting back out here in these streets, as they say, and say you're in your 40s and you meet somebody and they say, well, I know, we're a good fit, and they go ahead and jump the gun. They don't think that they need the courtship. They don't think that they need the long term. I don't care. I personally don't care how old you are. I think you at least need that year or two.
Okay.
Because nobody, in my opinion, can consistently be something else for
Right.
that long. When you jump at 6
Like, you
months
can't
because you 40
consistently
and
fake.
45,
You talking about consistently fake,
No,
or
not that long.
consistently what?
fake or
Consistently
be
fake.
somebody else, or
Showing their
pretend-
representative.
Yes,
That's what they call
not
it, the
that long.
representative.
Not that long. You gotta give enough time for all that to come out before we talk about spending the rest of our life.
So when do you think the representative leave? When does the real person show up? Like, after how many months?
Well, and that's each individual person, because a person of integrity, I was myself from the beginning, and it appeared that Alex was himself from the beginning. What he was saying was lining up
Right.
from the beginning. Because I was,
Right.
I was
Right.
paying attention. It's like, oh, okay,
So
all right,
Alex didn't show up as a representative.
It didn't seem like he did. No, he's the same as he was then.
Okay. And
Yeah.
that's probably rare and hard to find, right?
You think so?
Yeah, because, it's just so many people out here who just feel like they just got to, put on this front. They can't really be their true person. Like, me, myself, I'm going to be me regardless.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
but
I'm
I
going to
think
be
they're
me
coming-
regardless, because you need to know what you're dealing with
Hey,
up
see,
front.
she made
and
it.
you need to see,
Yeah.
if this going to be real
fit
or
for
not.
you.
You know what
Exactly,
I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
I can't keep faking it.
Yeah.
I don't have time for that. That's
Yeah.
too much energy. That is draining. Like,
But you know what I
we doing
found? You know what I found? Autumn says he definitely is. You know what I found? I found that it's easier to just be yourself in the beginning. I think most of the time, women are themselves in the beginning. A lot of times, when you find that the men are not bringing themselves to the table in the beginning, it's a lot of men out here that's been hurt as well.
Right, I agree.
And so they kind of waiting to see,
Right.
who are you and who am I? They've been hurt as well. It's not just women out here that's been hurt. Hey, cousin, it's not just that. It's women and men out here that have been hurt. So I think a lot of times, if they don't initially come as themselves, they're waiting to see if they have that warm spot, that soft spot to land with who you're bringing to the table.
So you mean to tell me? So they're waiting to, if they don't initially come.
They just filling you out.
You think they just got their guards up? You what you saying?
That's
They
what
just
I'm
got their
saying.
guards
Yeah.
up.
They're not necessarily coming with a representative, but they just looking and seeing, just like I was looking and seeing.
Like, if you gonna be able, like, can I trust you with what I got going on, or can I talk
Or
to you?
are you being forthcoming? Like we want them to be forthcoming, but are you being forthcoming? Are you telling me everything in the beginning? Because most people wait. Like, most people feel there's no need to tell you everything in the beginning, because I don't even know if you're gonna be here 3 months from now, 6 months from now. But again, I go back to our 2 months that we talked on the phone, truly taking the time to get to know each other. I'm going to say it again. The 2 months that we talked on the phone, taking the time to get to know each other is key. It's crucial.
Yeah.
You know, and it's going to throw some of them to the side because some of them are not even going to be able to spend that time. You know, they're not going to want to do that. But they're going to hurry it up. Like, we got to meet. We need to get together. We need to go out for a cup of coffee or something. No, we don't.
Right.
Because really, if you're intentional about what you're trying to do and what you're bringing to the table, I mean, the lie's gonna come through on the phone.
That's right. That's right. I definitely agree. Iris says it is easier when both of you are equally themselves. That is so true, Iris. But the thing about it is, like, people feel like they got to put up fronts.
Yeah.
People feel like they have to lie about different things. People feel like, you know, I got to make it seem like, I tell people up front, look, y'all, I can cook, but I don't like to cook. I don't like it. That is not my calling. That is not what Jesus put me on this earth to do. That's not what God put me on this earth
you
to do.
can feed somebody. You can throw something together.
I'm gonna make sure you eat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But don't be expecting me to be in there cooking, because the way my life is set up, unless you come in and you're gonna take some of this stuff off my plate, the way my life's set up, I ain't got time to do that every night. And people say, oh, you could just put something in the crock pot. Oh, you could do this. You could do, yeah, I can do all that. But guess what? I don't get home to X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
My son got activities. I, got stuff to do. I have a business. All this stuff is going on. So I don't want to hear that. I'm letting you know up front. You know, all this country girl, and you cook and you're doing all these things. All that is great in theory, but it also depends on the way your lifestyle set up. All right, you guys, we got a caller.
We got a caller.
Good evening. Welcome to Meeting in the Ladies Room.
Hey.
Good evening.
Hi. All right. Hey, what do
You
you
got
have?
a comment?
No, I was just joining into the conversation.
All right,
Okay.
let's go. What do
Well,
you have to say?
The question did you hear the question?
No, I'm sorry, just dialed in.
Okay, the question is, how do you determine if a person you're dating now is someone you would spend the rest of your life with?
Ooh, deep.
Morgan says,
That's
"Woo."
what we like to talk
That's
about,
what we talk
Morgan,
about,
on Meeting
Morgan.
in the
You might
Ladies
wanna
Room. We
listen
talk
for a
about
few minutes.
everything.
Let me see. B says, you ain't got a lie, Craig.
Well,
Irish says, trust the process. You have a comment?
I would say trust the process also.
Okay.
Okay. So how long is the process supposed to take then?
Well, see, Morgan, I don't know if you heard this, but I was commenting that my husband and I, before we started really going out, introducing ourselves, meeting each other, we spoke on the phone for literally 2 months, just asking those get to know you questions. And a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people won't do that. You know, they ready to hurry up like in a week. Oh, it seems like we jive and, you know, we gelling. Let's go out. Let's have coffee. Let's whatever. But whoever will not take at least 30 days, if they don't want to wait 2 months, at least 30 days to see what you're about, see if you guys got the same values and morals and whatever. Because if they're intentional about a relationship, then they're gonna do that. But you know, you have to be upfront about you're intentional about being in a relationship, and then you have to be choosing somebody that's also intentional about being in a relationship. Not somebody that's just trying to see, because you know, I get along with a whole lot of people. That's what I used to say. So I mean, getting along with people is not going to be the problem.
Yep. So you got any more to add to that, Morgan? Hello?
We didn't stump Morgan.
Well, I would say that, you know, basically what you just said, but also the communication piece was really, really important to me.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Somebody that I can communicate with.
Okay.
Somebody that you feel comfortable with telling your deepest thoughts to.
There you go.
And that was the key for me.
Okay. So that's how you
I
would
like that.
determine if there's somebody that you can see yourself spending the rest of your life with when you're
Yes.
dating. Okay. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate your... Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Thank you,
Okay,
Morgan.
I'm
We
still here.
appreciate you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for joining us.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye. So you guys, so an Irish also wrote, I know that when a man is interested in you, he is not going anywhere. Yep. I mean, I definitely believe that to also be true. That when you have someone who has an invested interest. I say an invested interest, which is almost like what you always say, like intentional dating, right?
Yeah.
Because if someone has an invested interest in you, then they're going to put forth the effort to ensure that you guys are spending that time getting to know each other, talking to each other, doing all of those things that you want to do, desire to do, just to be able to build that connection and that relationship, right?
But I also say what? It's easier when you already know that the man is interested first.
Yeah.
Let's wait and make sure the man is interested first, guys. That's key. Then we don't have to figure it out.
Right.
Then let's see if he continues or is consistent about what he's bringing to the table.
Well, oftentimes I think that people try to put so much energy in initially, and then it just fades off. You know what I'm saying? Like the communication gets lower, the time you spend together starts to fade away. It gets pushed out longer and longer. Where you might be used to seeing this person 1, 2, 3, 4 times a week. It get pushed off to maybe every 2 weeks, and
so then that's when you need to start
to pile off, and I mean, you got to say next.
You got to start dating more other people, because that's what they're doing.
Right.
Everybody has more than one person that they're out there doing the get to know you questions. Everybody doing that. That's what I figured out.
The get to know you shuffle.
Yes,
The get to know you
shuffle. We're gonna call it that. So in that process, I mean, I would think I would be trying to do things for me to rise to the top. Now, if I'm doing what I'm doing to make me rise to the top, and you don't recognize that I'm different than the other people that you're dealing with, I'm okay saying the next.
But what you mean when you doing stuff to rise to the top? What do you mean by that when you say you doing stuff to rise to the top?
A lot of times people are real needy. I'm not needy. I was doing just fine before you came along.
Right.
And I think guys like to know that you're doing just fine before you even meet them. Not that I won't allow them to do something if they're my mate. I'm just saying before you got here. So that's not the discussions that we're having in the beginning. I don't need my water bill paid.
Right.
We're truly getting to know each other in the beginning. Now, the next person you're talking to, they may just be right up front with it. We've had those conversations at the meeting in the ladies' room.
Right.
Like they need whatever they need for whatever reason, or they're just trying to see if you're willing to do it up front.
Right.
And personally, for me, I think guys doing that initially, they should be able to say it's not time for that. I just personally believe that because, again, I don't know you like that.
Right.
I think everybody on my side and on their side should be able to say, again, already, I'm rising to the top.
Right.
That's what
I mean. The only thing you can do in a relationship when you're trying to determine that if this person that you're dating is someone you want to spend the rest of your life with is just, all you can do is be yourself. Because if you're just doing things, just taking what you said to rise to the top, if you're just doing things, right, that's what I'm saying. But some people do things just trying to be extra, thinking that, some women who may be like you said, could be needy, or could be desperate, or could be alone or thirsty, right? Could be these are going to do the extra mile, knowing this is something that you're not able to keep up with. You don't go out here doing all this extra stuff, and then when it slow down 3 or 4 months from now, then it's a problem.
Like you're saying up front, I don't like to cook.
Right.
Like
you gonna eat though.
Yeah.
You gonna eat. I'm gonna make sure you eat. I'm gonna make sure you ain't gonna be hungry now, because I like to eat. But I just might not cook it. That's all that is.
Yeah. Do we have any more questions and we missed it?
I mean, that's all I'm saying. I mean, it is what it is. So when you're talking about rising to the top, and you're talking about somebody that you're dating and you want to spend trying to figure out if this person is the right person for you, you have to just pay attention.
You
have to pay attention to everything.
Yeah.
And when I say pay attention to everything, how are they treating you? How are they talking to you?
Yes.
How are their characteristics? Or is this person consistent? Is this person, trustworthy?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is this person's you watching how the person move and all this other kind
What's
of stuff
another
just to
good
see?
one? Is he waiting on till Thursday to ask you out?
Oh.
Or is he asking you on Tuesday?
Right.
Is he putting himself at the beginning of the line, asking you out on Tuesday?
Right. So Yolanda says, be truthful in the beginning, because when you don't keep it up, you will look crazy. Absolutely. And then Alex says, don't start what you're not going to continue. That is absolutely right.
And I would say we both consistently, that's my husband, y'all. We both consistently did that.
Right.
Whatever we did in the beginning.
And that's important.
Because we were both being ourselves in the beginning.
And that's important. But I mean, at this point in time, ain't nobody got time to play these kind of games. Like, nobody has time to sit around and do all these things and play these kind of games and make you pretend like I'm this person and I'm not that person. Like, we don't have time for that, right? Mm-hmm. So our question today, if you're just joining us, our question is, how do you determine if the person you are dating now is someone you would like to spend the rest of your life with, right?
That's right.
But and then another side to that is, number one, you have to make sure you're ready. Right? You have to make sure you're ready.
Thing,
so
right?
while you're sitting here looking for somebody else to see if they are the one for you, are you actually ready? You know what I'm saying? Are you dating intentionally? Or
right.
are you dating just casually, just to kind of see what's going on, see what's out there? Like, if you just trying to just see, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be dating nobody and you just trying to see, because it's a lot out here to see.
Be upfront about it, right?
Right.
Say it. Come with your intentions in the beginning, and then we both can decide what we're going to do.
Right.
Because that'll be a next for you, right?
Right. That would be a next.
Because you're intentionally out here dating. That's right.
Because I'm dating with intentions. And I'm not dating just for you to look and see. I'm not a window shopper.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. I'm not somebody that you just come in here and you peeping through the window trying to see what you can see. But because I'm going to be me regardless. So either you see and you like and you want to buy, or you see and you not ready and you ready to keep on, moving.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Those are things that you have to determine up front if that is something that
and
you
not
are
be
ready
scared
for.
To say next. Because that's what a
Absolutely.
lot of women do. They just stay, well, he seems like a nice guy, but if he's not ready, okay, and if he's not ready 6 months later, you are wasting your time, because before you know it, it's going to be 2 years down the road. You're still going to be single. We still waiting on him to get ready.
Because he's a nice guy.
Because he's a nice guy.
Because
like,
he's a nice
what did
guy.
I say? I get along with everybody.
And likable.
Yeah.
And then you find yourself in a
2 years into
situationship.
it.
You find yourself in a situationship.
That's all we saying. It's a next. It's a next.
Hi, Mia. Hi, Deborah.
It's a next.
So Iris says, it's hard to start dating in this new age. Everybody is distracted by their phone. How do you get past the phone? First of all, if it was me, because I'm out here dating, I'm in these streets, as Stephanie say, you guys. I'm in these streets, right? So because I'm out here dating, one, that is showing me, number one, that you have zero interest in what we're talking about. You have zero interest in me. And as a result of you having zero interest in me, guess what? I'm going to do exit stage left. And you can be with whatever it is that we're doing in your phone all at the same time. Because I'm good.
Absolutely.
Because I don't need that. It's either we're conversing, because that's showing that you're obviously distracted and you have more attentive to whatever it is that's going on your phone. Now I can see, because people, have businesses, they have stuff, but it's a thing called manners, and people can say, excuse me, I have to take this work related call, or I need to respond back to this work related issue. But other than that, or if it's an emergency with a child or something like that, that's different. But other than that, you will not just be strolling on Facebook doing check-ins, saying hey and all this other kind of stuff. Like no.
But here's the thing too, when that goes on, right? We have to understand and know, and not continue on just because he's a nice guy.
Right.
He is not interested.
Right.
And again, it goes back to, if the man is interested first, It's a whole lot easier, ladies. It's a whole lot easier.
But I ran into both of y'all. You know, I ran into situations where we're both kind of like neck and neck, and we're both interested in each other, and we're both putting it in. And then all of a sudden it goes like this. It goes down, 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 down. And you start looking like, do the little Scooby-Doo.
What happened?
Do the little Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. What happened? We were getting along great.
Scooby-Doo look.
Yeah.
And trying to figure it out, like, and then you start to question, like, okay, well, what is this about? What is your lack of communication about?
Yeah.
What's going on with you at this point in time? And I'm only going to ask that. Now, I'm going to give you about good 2 or 3 times for me to try to figure this thing out.
Yeah.
After that, I'm good. I'm shooting you the deuces. I'm going on about my business. Next. That's just where I am, because when I'm not going to chase you, if you're not going to call me, if you're not going to be communicating with me, we're not doing it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
Right?
Because again, you would be wasting your time.
Absolutely. I would be
something has
wasting my
happened,
time.
or somebody else
has caught his attention.
Has jumped in front of you.
Absolutely.
And we're going to let you go on ahead because, but see, you know what I don't do.
What?
When I say next, I don't even go back.
I mean, you have an opportunity. Like, I think I want. Ooh.
I'm assuming I'm gonna be unavailable when you try to come back anyway.
So one of the things though is like, okay, the guys though who say that they ready, like they dating, like we just talked about this, like when you say, like, doing the online dating thing, guys, I'm doing the online dating thing, right? So when you do the online dating thing, like you always say, everybody online is dating.
Everybody
want a relationship. Everybody want a relationship.
Yep.
So my thing is, but what happens when you get that right person in front of you? You know what I'm saying? What happens when you get that right person in front of you? Then what? You know what I'm saying? And then it's almost like, well, that relationship, you lied because that relationship you said you wanted, okay, and this person is like lining up with everything that you want and you desire, but now you scared and you're backing up away from it. Like, that's a problem.
Like, man, she right here, but I know I ain't quite ready, but I said I was.
That's
what
I'm
gonna do. I'm gonna have to let her go.
That's what I would. But that's frustrating. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you know that you are a good mommy, a good woman, and you have that connection with somebody. That's very frustrating. Like, if you not really ready for what you say you're ready for, then do not say that. You know what I'm saying? Just say you out here window shopping because you're not really ready for that.
Everybody up on the profile, I saw, I'm like, man, because I was new to it in these streets. I was like, everybody want a relationship. This is interesting. Then I realized, I'm like, oh, okay. This is what everybody say. It's just part of the game.
Iris says, but people hide behind their phones. They can hide behind their phones, Irish, but guess what? You don't have to stay there to watch them. You don't have to stay there to deal with that kind of disrespect, because to me, that's disrespectful.
It is.
Because what we're not going to do is be on a date and you got other stuff going on and you got to pay attention to this, because I'm going to be like, well, maybe this just not a good time. I wish you well.
Exactly.
Hopefully you get whatever it is that you're out here looking for, because I'm not going to be that person that you sitting in front of and you on your phone all night long. That's disrespectful and it's rude.
Yeah.
It's disrespectful and rude. So Audie said, sorry, not sorry. That's right. I'm sorry, not sorry, because it is what it is. I want what I want.
Exactly.
And I'm looking for what I'm looking for.
Absolutely.
And if I'm dating someone and they don't know if I'm who they might want to keep, investing their time in the spending, then that's
cool.
okay.
What they say, she cool and everything.
I mean, I done had that so many times. That's the whole thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Because you
like,
are
you
cool.
a good
You
woman.
easy to get along with. You know what I mean?
But that gets so irritating.
What are they looking for?
But it gets so irritating because it's like, oh, well, Renee, you a good woman. You do this. You handle your
mom,
business. You take care of your kids. You doing this, that, and the other. but, and it's always that daggone but that just shoots it all down.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, but this
Okay.
what you said though. This what you said though.
Exactly.
And then it turned out to be something else. Like, I don't know if I'm the only one out here in these streets, as Stephanie called it, out here in these streets dating.
Yep.
But this is an issue. Like, ain't nobody got time for that. Like, don't waste my time. My time is valuable. You know, I like spending quality time, and because my time is valuable, because I'm valuable, and I could add value to whatever this situation is, like, don't waste my time. Like, I could be doing so much other stuff than to be sitting here with you just looking. I'm not a window.
Yes.
I'm not window shopping. I'm not a person that you can window shop with. Like, I'm good. If you're not, then you're not, and I'm okay with that.
Okay, so right now we're going to take a 2-second break, guys. Hang in there with us. We got sponsors to pay. Just hang in there with us. We'll be right back.
But so hey, you guys, we are back for meeting in the ladies' room. So our topic tonight, you guys, has been about how do you determine if the person you're dating now is someone you would like to spend the rest of your life with. I think we kind of glossed over a little bit about like what is typically like a time range for somebody you're dating to kind of recognize that this might be the one for you, especially if things is going or is going well. Because I've heard several different opinions from men that say, well, it don't take that long for a man to know if this
that's
a
what I was about to
woman,
say. Yep.
that he can spend the rest. Like, it don't take years.
Yeah.
It don't take a whole year, because even within that year, a man can know. I heard some men say at least 3 to 6 months.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say, I mean, that's what my husband said. He knew in the conversations that we were having that I was lining up to be the one. But he knew if we were still hanging in there at 6 months that I was going to be it. You know, I kind of had the guard up a little bit longer, but it wasn't until he went out of town for work, then that's when I really knew. I'm like, oh my God, we've been spending all this time together doing everything, even running to the Family Dollar, my favorite store. And I'm like, I got to do this by myself now. I'm like, oh man, okay, Steph, you done got caught up and you just ain't realized it.
Oh man, is that a feeling?
He said, he knew day one.
Like, oh man, is that a feeling?
He said he knew day one. See, I tried to say he knew within the 2 months. He
right there. Alice, you need to tell us more about that. Like, how did you know? Because that's what we want to know. How did you know day one? Because some men it take them years upon years upon years. Sometimes they want to stretch it out for several months, or we still getting to know each other. I don't know. And they having all these mixed feelings about stuff. Like, we want to hear from you, Alice. Let us know, okay? So Audie, Yolanda says, I love the setup.
Thank you.
Thank you. Audie says, I'm loving it. Thank you so much. And Tamika says, if they are on the phone, they are not even interested in you. Right.
Exactly,
that is so
Tamika.
True, Tamika.
Yes.
We know that if they on the phone, they're not interested in you. All right. Another caller, you guys. Good evening. Welcome to Meeting in the Ladies' Room.
Hi, I was calling to talk to Stephanie Rochelle.
Yes, she's here.
Hey, Marquita.
Hey, Steph. I'm supposed
Hey.
to be behind.
You are?
I'm so proud of you, Chica.
Okay, we still in the show, sweetie.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to call you back. Did you want to chime in on the question?
I was just gonna comment
Okay.
on when I had first met Ernie.
Yes.
I was down south, 800 miles away from home, and according to him, as soon as he laid eyes on me, he knew I was the one.
Oh wow!
See, hey.
See, I need to find somebody like that.
See?
That
So
as soon as they
that's
lay
me.
eyes on me,
I'm apprehensive. Like, seriously? I don't know you.
I mean,
But once he landed in my driveway and moved from Mississippi to Ohio,
He followed
I was
her.
like, okay, that's the one.
wow.
He followed her.
Wow,
So that's two.
Awesome.
That's
awesome.
two guys right
That
there
says-
saying Alex knew from day one and Ernie knew instantly.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for your comment. We appreciate you, Marquita.
All right, love y'all both. Keep doing y'all thing.
Thank
All right,
you.
thank you.
So,
Thank you,
Ty
Ty.
says, I'm so proud of you.
Oh.
You two look at God. Thank you so much, Ty. Alex says, before I met her, I asked God to let me find myself first. Okay. Awesome. I think that's important too, Alex. I
Yeah.
think that's a whole nother topic that we need to add
Add
to
to the
our
fish bowl.
because that's highly, highly, highly
But you know,
important a part of the
when we
process.
met too, one of the questions I asked him, like, listen, have you been through your midlife crisis? I needed to know. Because again, ladies, we meeting at an older age, so I need to know, like, are you done? Like, are you really, really ready?
Are you
that
done?
was like
Are you
one of my
finished?
questions. Are you finished? I mean, like, what we doing?
I think that's important, you guys.
Yeah.
So we heard from two guys tonight that says that they met their wife. The day one they laid their eyes on her, they knew that she was the one. Yeah. So all these guys out here who talking about, oh, I don't know, I don't this, I don't that, oh, I don't know how she gonna be 10 years, 20 years. Tomorrow, whatever it is,
Yeah.
like those are just excuses, right?
Yeah, I
That's
think
what it sounds like.
It's excuses, and you really don't know what it is you want to do yet. So again, they recognize that you are a good person, or whoever is a good person,
Right.
And could possibly be the one, but they don't quite know where their life is going yet. It's them, I think, that has to figure out what's next for them,
Right.
Because we're here, we're available, we're
Right,
ready, right?
right.
And if you're the one, then you're going to be added to that transition of whatever it is that they're trying to do.
Right.
You're included. When Alex went out of town working, I was included in the
Right.
transition,
Right.
Because we were intentional about where we were going.
Right.
So
right.
he was.
So what he didn't do is he didn't let what he had going on at the time,
Oh, no.
his transitions, interfere with what he wanted.
Exactly.
And so what men should do if they are actually interested in a woman,
Yeah.
is to still continue to include you in whatever life transition they got going on.
Yeah, because he knew he was going to be out of town, so it was key. It was
Right.
critical to keep the connection and make sure that we were good if we were going to be really moving forward into that next phase.
Right, right.
Because you could fade away in a long distance, and we did that for 2 years.
Yeah. So Iris says, you two are great. I love your chemistry together. Thank you so much, Iris. We definitely appreciate you. So you guys, we're gonna get ready to wrap it up a little bit. So tonight, our topic tonight was, how do you determine if the person you're dating now is someone you would spend the rest of your life with? That was our topic tonight, and we have given you guys valuable information on how to determine that. Basically, it starts at the core essence of who that person is.
Bess.
I don't think there's not like an action that you can necessarily do that
Right.
can make you determine, like, oh, if I buy this person all this stuff, or if I send her all these flowers, or if I do all this stuff for him and cook for him and do all this
Right.
and pretend like I'm just this girlfriend wife title, then he'll want to have me. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole other
can't-
topic.
that's another
right?
topic. You can't
That's
do
a
all that
whole
too
other
soon, but that's
right?
another topic.
But I think we have to make sure that we are consistently being ourselves, number
Yes.
one. That's how you determine if a person is truly going to like you for who you are, by consistently being yourselves, and make sure you're looking at the person's personality, characteristics, morals, and values, right? Make sure it's
Absolutely.
lining up with what it is that you got going on. And we have also determined that men can determine if you are the one for their life. Some of them notice from the first time they see you, and some it just
Because
takes a
they're
little
intentional.
bit longer.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So Steph, what do you got going on coming up?
Tomorrow, I am on the radio. I'm on the station AM 1100.
Okay.
I think it's called the Relationship Party. I am on AM 1100 at 5 p.m. tomorrow. That's Thursday at 5 p.m.
All right. So y'all tune in tomorrow. So for me, I will be on Sunday. I will actually be on
Margie.
Visions of Greatness, her talk show
Sunday?
on Sunday.
Okay.
From I think it's 4 to 5. I'll be on that. And then I have two other events that I'll be speaking in May. Well, actually, it's 3 other ones, but I have one girl fight conference. You guys can get your tickets for that. It's May 18th. It's a empowerment, inspiration, motivation conference that I'll be speaking at. And then I have the Curing the Superwoman Syndrome, because May is Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yeah.
And because May is Mental Health Awareness Month, we are going to be talking about curing the Superwoman Syndrome. And that's also May 18th, but it's in the morning from 10:30 to 1.
Okay.
So you can find your
And what
your
else
stuff
we
on
got?
that.
We both have what? You guys know that I have a new book out, and Renee also has a book as well.
Yes.
There's Renee's book, and
So-
there's my book. You can search us both on Amazon. You can search me by my name, Stephanie Rochelle. And my book will support you in overcoming issues of life.
Okay. And my book is Transformation: The Journey Back to Me, The Woman's Guide to Self-Discovery. It helps women who struggle with knowing their worth, knowing who they are, helping them to rediscover that so that you can stand firm in your value, get through whatever issues and circumstances that's keeping you stuck so that you can move forward in life, in power, and expectation, right?
Absolutely.
All right, you
It's
guys.
been a great show, guys.
It's been
Thank you
great.
so much for making the transition. We really, really, really appreciate
Yes.
it. Today we was working out the kinks and, had to take a little sponsor break and all of that, just figuring everything out. But I appreciate you guys hanging in there with us and staying. It's been great.
Yes. So join us right back here, you guys, next week for Meeting in the Ladies' Room Conversations,
Right
okay?
here.
Like, this is where it goes down. It don't go down in the DM. It goes down on Meeting in the Ladies' Room.
Meeting in the Ladies' Room Wednesdays at 8 p.m.
Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
So we look forward to hearing and seeing from you guys next week, all right?
All righty.
Have an awesome
Good night.
week. Good
Don't forget
night.
to share. Don't forget to share the post. Share the post.
Share.
Bye-bye.